Do you have a bone to pick or what?
I have a bone to pick because
I bet
you've
you
always said you don't care
No,
which
I do.
way.
In the past, I've said I do care.
He does care.
Oh,
The
do you
direction,
And it goes-
what we're talking
it
about
should
is the
go
direction of
over.
toilet paper roll.
No,
right
back
now.
around the back side.
He likes it in the backside, bro. It's not that big a deal.
Okay, so here's the thing: is I think there's only one way to have the toilet paper
In the front,
right?
Obviously.
Is to be roll over. It should go. You don't mean by roll over.
PR
Clockwise
likes it-
or counterclockwise?
PR likes it in the front. Trevor likes it in the back. It's not
What's
difficult
the right
to
way
understand.
to say it? Am I expressing myself badly?
Yeah, because we
Right.
have to we have to describe this to people that aren't necessarily watching your finger move in a circle.
Okay. So how would I describe it?
You would
Nick?
describe it that PR thinks that the way is if you're looking at the toilet paper
There's
roll,
over or there's
it's-
under.
It's
Over.
coming down in front of you.
Yes.
Over. Yeah.
Over.
I'm
Trevor
an under
says
guy.
it should be that if you're looking at the paper roll, it's coming from underneath, from the other side.
Right.
Yeah,
Correct.
And so I've always said over, and I think you said
under.
under, and so we've had that debate probably 2 years ago. So today
I don't have to worry about it because I use Kleenex. So I have a box of Kleenex. That's how I
I think it's a
do it at
waste.
home.
I just use toilet paper.
Listen, man, my
everywhere.
ass needs it super soft, baby.
All right.
Real
So
soft.
anyway-
Maybe that's why my nose is bleeding all the time.
So I go to the toilet in Trevor's barbershop earlier on, about an hour ago, before the show.
To be clear to
and-
everybody, he's gone like 3 times since we've been here.
No, it's,
I'm
twice.
concerned for his colon.
Twice. So then I noticed that it was under. It was definitely under. And then I said I won't touch it because normally if I find that, at my house
You
or in my
switch it.
office, I would switch it. But when I go to other people's places, I just have a laugh about it because I think it's just so such poor sophistication. And then
Are you kidding me? Poor.
Yeah.
God.
I judge people on everything, and one
Oh,
of it
my.
is how you have your toilet roll. So, anyways, I now go in for the second time, and I noted, this thing was turned over. I had a bit of a giggle because I was super impressed that Trevor is raising his game. And then when I came out, you said yes, you turned it around. So I want to know, why did you do that?
Yeah. So, and I want to come clean, man.
Come
usually
clean.
I usually just disagree with people to disagree with people. I do. For a very long time, I thought the toilet paper should be put on there so that it comes out from under. And I'm realizing that it's really just to disagree with the general population that thinks it should go over. And so what I've been doing lately is, because I really don't give a shit which way it goes, I switch it just to fuck with people. Whichever way it's going, I switched around the other, and you've caught me at my own game, at my own place to fuck with people. So here's really how seriously I think about this. Before the Intuitive Muse and I started dating, almost a decade ago, the house that we're in now was my bachelor pad, and in my master man bathroom, I put 2 toilet paper holders, and one went over and one went under. So I was covering all bases, and I would never run out of toilet paper.
It's fucking wild.
So like, for me, ambidextrous on the, but really just coming to terms and being honest with you guys, I just like to fuck with people. If somebody says they like
it a certain way, you're gonna go the other way.
Well, if they say they like the Eagles, I'm like, yeah, fuck the Eagles.
Like the band
Ju-
or the
yeah.
football team? Yeah.
Yeah, disagreeing's fun
So
to
that's
see.
what happened.
To see if if you can fuck with them.
I'm glad I
To
picked
see how
it up.
much they like the Eagles.
Fair.
So when you went in, impressive though. So when you went in this morning, you actually noticed that and you turned around just because you'd noted it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well done.
I like messing with the barbers. The toilet paper roll is something that I think is very near and dear to a lot of people, especially barbers and barbers in this shop, but nobody will ever call anybody else out on it.
It's fucking. Are we living in the same fucking planet? Like, this is really a thing that people care about?
No, it's just so. As an example,
I've never even noticed. I couldn't even tell you what it is at my house.
As an example,
Now, I can
there's
tell you the paper towel roll. Definitely in the kitchen. If it's under, it's a fucking pain in the ass because I'll
Yes,
pull
it
and
has
it
to
like
always be
rolls.
over.
Tears funny.
No,
It
it
has
just
to-
rolls
yeah.
forever. Coming over,
Yeah,
paper towel.
exactly.
But I've never.
Same way with the toilet
I can
paper.
tell you honestly, in my 44 years, I've never tried to pull toilet paper and had any issues. So I can't tell you which way I prefer. I don't even know which way it is, and it's probably different every time. I probably like throw something on and don't even notice which way I'm doing it.
one of my favorite games that is still my favorite, and I have no idea who the fuck I'm playing it with, is there's a vase in the bathroom that has decorative peacock feathers and some other shit sticking out of it. And somebody was fucking with me, and they know how particular I am about where things are located around the shop. So I have that in a very specific, on a shelf in there. And throughout, I don't know, like a 6-month period, every time I would go in, the vase would be put like on the back of the toilet seat. And then I would move it back. And then it would be shifted diagonal. And then I started playing instead of putting it back where it was supposed to go, I started putting it in weird places. And then it was a game of not getting caught and putting the vase in a
Did
weird
you ever
spot.
find out who it was?
Nope. Still have no fucking clue it was.
Well, it wasn't
Never
me.
said anything. And I think it's hilarious and I think it's fun.
I wouldn't do it.
It's like every time I go in there to take a piss, the vase is in a different spot and it made me smile a little bit.
I would just upper deck you if it were me.
Do you know what an upper deck is? Do you really?
Yeah.
All right.
But tell me, interesting because I'm very aware of where things are placed all the time. I'm surprised Nick isn't, because you come across to me as also being somebody who's very aware, spatially aware.
Dude, my house is fucking spotless. My house is like a museum. What I'm saying is that so candidly, it's not me who's putting the toilet paper on the toilet paper roll. It's my maid probably. So I haven't done it in as long as I can remember.
See, that kind of scares me because, like, we have maids come by the house, and I use more toilet paper than the maid showing
The
up to
frequency
change
of them
it.
coming,
Yeah.
So
I mean, not me.
You got to switch it.
She switches it so fast that I don't. I mean, she's probably thrown away a roll that's
Does
like
she put a little decorative?
Oh, yeah.
When
Yeah,
it's done,
little
a little
rose.
decorative.
a little
Little
fold.
rose.
Yeah, a little fold.
Yeah, to let you know they
Fucking
were
right.
there.
And I know it's only me because I have the luxury, one of the greatest luxuries of my life, a non-negotiable, which is I have my toilet is just Nick.
Yeah.
No other person other than the maid goes into that room. That is Nick's room of pain. You know what I'm saying? So it's got 2 windows, 4 walls. It is just big enough for me to fit, and it is fucking glorious. Like that was a non-negotiable where I was like, wherever house we're buying, wherever we're moving into, it's got to have at least 2.5 baths, because one of them is fucking Nick land. Nobody else is allowed. Fucking my space. It is fantastic. Now, that being said, I still can't tell you.
Does it have to be soundproofed?
No,
No?
it's far enough away, and it's got. So you walk into the bathroom.
You could scream bloody murder.
It's happened before. It has happened before. So
I'm imagining like Uncle
it's-
Fester
dude.
going to sleep in the Addams
Yes,
family and
yes.
screaming himself to sleep.
That's. I mean, there have been some painful days. Some, brutality.
It's interesting you say that. I overheard a conversation a couple years back with my extended family that they had identified most of the guys in the family had guy bathrooms, and it was like my granddad had his man bathroom that nobody else was allowed in. Do you have your own bathroom,
Yeah.
PR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
So is this a ancestral
She would never say it.
caveman
Because
thing?
she's
that-
great. Like Linda would never say this because she's awesome, but it's in her fucking best interest. Like, I'm like, you don't want to go in there. Like, this needs to be a space. Like, she has her own. We also have the back house too, if it's a real fucking emergency. Like if it's gonna be like epically bad, we have that back house. but like it's in a partner's best interest as well to be like, oh yeah, this one's for me, that one's for him, and I just don't go in there.
So with me, the reason why I want to have my own private space is because I'm very particular about how I like the bathroom that I use to be laid out, and everything
Me too.
there has to be the way
100%.
I want it. My wife has her own ways of doing it, so my sense is that, listen, you have your own bathroom where you do whatever you want to do, and she's very mindful and stuff, but also, so I like to be a little bit more privacy. So I like it. I don't want to be in the bedroom. So we have a bathroom. We have a toilet in the bedroom
that nobody uses.
No, Yeggs uses that. So my wife uses that. The shower, bath, the whole thing.
Yeah, the ensuite is Linda's.
Yeah, that's my wife's. She can do what she wants to there.
Correct.
I know I'm early. I'm an early riser at 5 in the morning.
Me
She's
too.
still in bed, right? Now, when I want to go to the toilet at 5:15 in the morning, I'm not going to the one that she can hear everything I'm doing, right? And I'm not a noisy person, but I'm just very aware of my surroundings.
You're not just aware. I mean, I'd like to think, actually, probably this is not your personality, but I don't use that not only because I'm self-conscious. I'm like, she doesn't want to fucking hear this shit. I'm doing it for her benefit. I'm like, I'm going to go over there and do whatever's going to happen.
So here's the odd thing, though. This is like really sharing secrets, but my family know that. As long as you guys don't tell anyone. But when I go away on holiday,
as he announces on,
and I'm in a hotel, for example, do you know that I never take a dump in the hotel?
Of course not.
Toilet? Never.
Of course, that's not. You're not sharing a fucking secret.
Is it not a secret?
You're sharing what normal,
everyone does.
Non-psychotic men do.
Yeah.
Which is, as soon as I get to a hotel, I go, all right, where's the
restroom?
gym bathroom
Yes,
or
yes.
whatever?
Yes, the spa bathroom,
and I go,
whatever.
That's where I'm going. It ain't in that fucking hotel
And the good
room.
thing about it is that nobody in my family actually knows, because I go and work out every morning.
You want to hear something even fucking more crazy? I went to West Palm for jury selection that ended up not happening. And through a mix-up, my Jamie and I had both reserved a room for me at the Ben. Ben's beautiful. Fucking room's expensive.
You
We
had
show
two
up.
rooms.
Huh?
You had 2 rooms.
We showed up and there were 2 reservations. I go, just leave it. Because then I had a fucking room. My own hotel room that I could go to for the bathroom. And it might have changed the way I travel. I might be doing that from now on. And I'm going to be like, I need 2 rooms. Do you want them next to each other? No. I want no. They need to be on different floors.
Yeah, that is definitely So what I do is I normally work out in the morning. So I get
the
ready,
gym usually has a
change,
bathroom, yeah.
and I go to the gym.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I may have a second calling, for example. Then I use the public restrooms. And normally I stay in good hotels, so it's
So they have really nice.
They have nice.
Yeah, they're like a separate door with
Yes.
like it's not a stall. It's like an actual room. It's great.
But I don't like in the privacy of my hotel room. Never gonna happen.
It's unacceptable to me.
Never
To
gonna
me,
happen.
to me, for a man to go to the bath, to go take a shit in a fucking hotel room you're sharing, unacceptable behavior. I think it's fucking crazy
Yeah,
talk. Like,
exactly.
Even if it's like everybody's at the pool and you got an hour, still
Never.
fuck that. Why? Like why? I read an entire article about how they were doing this ultra modern design for all these hotel rooms where like you walk in and you got the bed and it's all clear glass and you can see the fucking toilet and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, we had a home in South Africa.
This is maniac behavior.
We didn't even have glass. Our home in South Africa, the bath, the
you can see
toilet.
your bed?
No, it was all one. It was all one. There
So
was
gross.
no in the bedroom.
Prison.
It feels like there's fecal matter floating around when I'm going to sleep.
No. The toilet had a glass door to it.
Okay.
Frosted glass door. So the toilet was like a private room, but it was still, you could hear everything.
I think it'd be cool to have a house like in Africa,
Out in the open.
yeah, and if you're inside the house, all the rooms you can't see into, but the outside of the house would be completely unprotected. So like the bathroom would be completely open to the outside, but also you're in the middle of nowhere, so nobody could be seeing in.
That would be rad.
But you could take a shit with zebras and lions and giraffes
love it.
completely in view of the outside, but nobody on the inside could see you going
I'm
to the
a
bathroom.
big believer
That'd be pretty badass.
in fucking windows. Like your guest bathroom, Trevor,
Yeah.
has an excellent window there where
Yeah.
I'm like, this would be fucking great. My
Why? To open?
having an open window when you're going to the
Yeah.
bathroom is fucking great.
Oh.
I'm not talking about literally opening the window. I mean, it's a see-through.
Having
like
a view.
It's great. There, I will tell you guys a secret to everybody right now.
Okay.
The best public bathroom in Orlando is the 23rd floor of the Orange County Courthouse.
Really?
Yes. So the 23rd floor is the Casey Anthony courtroom.
Yeah.
The whole floor is one courtroom. And so because it's so big and high profile, it's basically never used. The 23rd floor of the courthouse is always completely empty. And the bathroom is 3 stalls with huge fucking windows overlooking downtown Orlando. It's freezing cold up there all the time. There's never any fucking staff, nobody walking around. It's silence. I'm telling you, if you ever find yourself downtown, you're like, man, I don't think I'm going to make it home. And it's a public place. Now you have to get through security, which sucks.
And 23 floors.
I mean, they just have one elevator. It'll take you to the 23rd floor. But I'm telling you, it is the best public restroom. It's always spotlessly clean. I'm telling you, usually if I have to go, I go up there and it's like 2 p.m. It's still got the blue shit from being cleaned the night before.
Right.
Like nobody's been there.
That's good.
It's fucking fantastic. So that's always a secret.
What about, so there's some hotels that I've stayed at, which really messes with me, where they have like these old, almost like the British style, where they have a guy in the fucking bathroom.
I hate that shit. Fuck that.
That is there to give you
Hate
the
it.
hand towel and everything,
Hate
right?
it. Fucking hate
So
it.
now I go in for my, my early morning, and there's a guy there. It's like, oh, fuck it.
You know what I do? I walk in,
I
I go here, dude, here's $20. Go fucking eat an Eskimo pie, bro.
Yeah.
Go stand outside.
No. So I
I got
actually don't
business
use,
to take
I
care
don't
of.
use that restaurant. Then I've got to go and go to the gym or something.
And that's actually what I do.
Because unfortunately, I can't ask the guy to leave. So I'm going to just say, oh, fuck it. So if I'm there for 3 nights, I've worked out my first morning that this is going to be a place where I'm not going to be able to use the public restroom. I've got to use it at the gym or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's I can't relieve myself when there's somebody else in the room. Unfortunately, it's just
I agree.
I need complete privacy.
Yes.
And sometimes I got to tell myself that guy's never going to see me. Like I can never go to the restroom.
Yeah, because if you think about
In
it,
the gym,
I've
for
never
example.
fucking seen
I'm never gonna see
any
the
of
guy.
the other people.
Yeah. But have you noticed people in the gym? They just very calmly go in and do whatever they need to. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I don't do.
Never gonna do
I
it.
do not release the hostages away from home base, man, unless like absolutely emergency. Which
To me,
I'm
of
on.
course,
My system is so dialed in. Everything's handled 10 minutes after I wake up, and I don't think about it the rest of the day.
to me, of course, but my life is one of I can be totally whatever, and I have all of a sudden I've got 2 fucking minutes, and it's happening. So I have to find
It's
a place.
happening.
Like, lucky enough with the office that there's a great, very private bathroom.
You got the Alphon right across you. Have you ever been? I think there's.
Have
I've
you ever
never
used
been
the
to the
toilets?
toilet there.
Yeah,
I could imagine they're
I'm
pretty.
aware.
It must be pretty good.
They're
I've not been.
a little open for my taste, so I wouldn't. I'd probably. I mean, if I was at the Alphon for some reason had to go, I'd just run over to my office, which is
Okay.
across the street.
Why have they got a gap at the bottom, or is it just completely private cubicles?
They're not private cubicles like a high-end hotel. Like what you're thinking of is like the Ritz, the St. Regis, where you
Yeah.
go to the private ones, and I know what you're saying. They have a fucking room.
Yes.
Like individual rooms that
Yeah.
you walk in
Yeah.
that are even to
Private
a level,
basin and everything,
Yes. Like you could, as long as nobody's seeing you do the actual walk in, walk out, nobody even knows you were there.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's not the Alphon.
Okay.
But like anywhere on Park Ave, though, I'm lucky enough that if I have to go, my office is close by, and I have my own private bathroom at the office. So rock and roll.
The first chick that I had that I dated that I had like spend the night more often. It was after I moved to Florida. At first, I always told her I had to go pay rent.
Yeah.
And I had a tiny apartment.
Yeah.
Very, very close quarters, really small. And I'd be like, yeah, I got to go down to the office and pay rent. And I want to say like, and at the time I was attempting to bodybuild and doing it not like I'm doing it now, where it was more just bro style, fucking protein up. She took off one day. I unleashed with all doors open.
Yeah.
And she came, like I had to go.
Mm-hmm.
And she came back in a couple minutes later, and I was just sweating and stinky and shit like that. And every time after that, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I go out of my way. I have the guest bathroom at my place is my bathroom.
Okay.
But I don't like going, like if I'm having a party or like at work, it's really difficult if it's an emergency and the barbershop is full.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like hotel rooms,
don't they have one right out here?
Yeah.
See, that's
gross. It's been unloaded on from so many jam hot chicken assholes.
All bathrooms are fucking gross. But I would
if I'm in
to this.
If I've done a hotel room with Amanda, with my sister, with my family, I don't give a fuck.
Oh my God. No way.
It is what it is.
No can do. Like Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
I can't go
can
for
do.
that.
I can't go for that. No can do.
All right.
No, but what I would do, there would be no emergency because the minute I get to a hotel, I know, okay, we're all going to be sharing a room, so whatever, my kids are there.
Too.
And I work it out.
Like,
I'm checking it out.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'll do, normally we're at a hotel. My wife's doing the reception check-in, and I'm kind of okay. I'm going to go to the restroom. So I go to the restroom and I work out. Okay, this one's going to work. Okay, that one's there. Safe bet. And I know because I probably go more than once in a day. So yeah, okay, I've got that one covered. And then they sometimes want to know, where have you been? I went out for a walk.
Don't fucking ask me.
I went for coffee. Or
I
whatever.
used to use, much like you said that you had to pay the rent.
Yeah.
I used I got to return videotapes.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be like, I got to return some videotapes. I'm out of here. And that's enough that smart enough partner is going to go, yeah, I'm not following up on that.
There was one time I was in close quarters with somebody, and I was graduating. I was at my tiny apartment having a unofficial friends over to drink party. Somebody that I'm close with used the restroom and was polite. I mean, there was zero options at that point.
Yeah.
The apartment, the only available deal was the pool bath, but it was after hours and locked, and I couldn't even get in with my card, shit like that.
Yeah.
Person used the toilet as an emergency and lit matches, and I mean, blatantly the apartment smelled like matches.
Yeah.
And my first response, just because I didn't even think, was, it smells like birthday candles. And now that's the code word is I got to go light some birthday candles.
Ah, there you go.
For the covert poop.
I like it. I mean, there is that's one of the factors that I take into consideration with the hotels that I continue to use to places that I go often. Like Chicago, the Emily, 6th floor.
Love shitting there.
Fucking spotless. Perfect. Just fantastic. Like I said, the Ben in West Palm.
Yeah.
That one is actually up top. And if you have to go when it's not business hours, it's great because it's connected to their restaurant that's closed. So everything's quiet. Nobody's up there. Fucking fantastic. Fucking great. The Addition in Tampa has it connected to the gym. And you have to use your key card to get into the gym, then your key card to get into the separate restrooms. Fantastic. So, I mean, it's part of, like, the situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of those hotels I go to by myself because I'm picking juries or whatever, and then there's no issue.
So what about, so here's the thing, because I've had this experience fairly regularly. What about having a
regular, huh?
dump? No. The
I mean, it's just a
cross
good
my
use of
mind.
term
Cross
for
my mind.
what we're talking about.
Shitting on an aeroplane.
Never done
I've
it.
never done it.
So there have been. I'd say that there's probably 3 or 4 times where I mean, I'm doing long hauls, right? So I'm flying 18 hours, 15 hours, or whatever. Like there's, you just have to, right?
I've been lucky enough. I did the Japan flight. I've just been lucky enough where I've never had to. I've just made
so
it.
I gotta. So here's the thing: is you don't know the condition of these
If you
things.
take enough
sometimes,
drugs, it clogs you up.
Fair, and I mean, dude. I'm not a take drugs when I fly.
I don't take anything
the
for that.
only time I did was Japan. I took a half a Xanax and just watched Home Alone in a fugue state. But other than that, I've never. I don't do. In fact, I don't drink alcohol or carbonated beverages anymore when I'm on a fucking airplane because it fucking makes me feel like shit. So I'm just sitting there drinking water and just working, doing whatever the hell I can do.
No, I do my. I mean, normally I'm gonna be consuming a good amount of alcohol. So in the lounge, I'm gonna do the same. Then I get on the plane, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, unfortunately, on those long hauls, you're gonna have to go to those are really high intensity communal toilets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
A lot of butts on those seats.
There's a and so I've got a. So fortunately, I have.
And they're small, and there are people waiting and watching, fucking keeping track
That's
of time and shit.
But because I'm so used to it, I've almost like got this. It's the only time where I have the. I'm actually comfortable with the fact that somebody is going to be knowing who's going in and that he's gone in for a.
Well, at that point,
dump.
we're all in this together. You're like, yeah, we get it.
We get it.
I'm flying. Now that you guys have said it, of course, this will be the first time because I'm flying to London and less
but
than
it's an
4
8-hour
weeks.
flight, so it's not too bad, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But
Yeah.
you are probably going to have to have a dump.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully I can make it. You never know.
The problem is if you do try not to do it, right? You say then you got to get to the you get to the arrivals lounge. So they have that on what are you flying, BA or Virgin?
Virgin, yeah.
They have an
And
arrivals
first
lounge.
class, so.
Yeah, they have an arrivals lounge at Heathrow or Gatwick. Which one are you landing in? Gatwick or Heathrow? So they have an arrivals lounge there for you as well. So the good thing is if you say I'm going to hold it,
If
right?
I can make it.
You can because you're going to get to an arrivals lounge.
Okay.
And that arrivals lounge that Virgin has, upper class, is fantastic.
That's what we're flying, upper class, yeah.
You're going to have, you get a private bathroom and all that.
Can you upper deck the upper class?
Maybe. I mean, I think, to talk about this, by the way, I think Virgin's making a terrible business decision. So by calling it upper class and not first class, although it is first class, it doesn't show up on American Express travel or Chase travel because I use Chase Sapphire Reserve and I have an American Express Platinum. So that's how I do my travel. And I will tell you, I've never seen Virgin on there. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I can't find any. Like, I know you had recommended to me, PR.
There's a direct
Virgin.
flight from here. Yeah.
So I go, I know it exists. What the fuck's going on? Does American Express have a problem with Virgin or something?
That's how they list the.
It's because upper class doesn't qualify in their search terms as first class. And I'm like, that is a terrible decision by Virgin. Virgin needs to get on that because a lot of people, I'm sure, are booking their flights through American Express, through the American Express travel app. So for it not to show up to me is fucking mind blowing.
Does Virgin have a credit card?
Yeah, I'm sure I don't think Virgin has like a Virgin card. I'm sure they have a Virgin
Just curious
Visa
if they're trying to
or whatever
push
the
their.
fuck. I think
their
they just
brand
want to
through-
call it upper class instead of first class, and because of that search term, it doesn't show up in the fucking search.
That sounds like me switching the toilet paper around just to switch the toilet paper around.
Maybe it is. Either way, I think that's a terrible decision. Like Virgin doesn't hold Apple clout. Apple can go, yeah, we're fucking Apple. Fuck you. Like either you're gonna buy our shit or you're not. Virgin needs to be like, we want American Express Platinum holders to fucking buy our trips. I found that fucking wild that it wasn't included, and I had to get rid of the search terms and just search all flights to find the upper class, whatever.
Okay, right.
What?
I don't know. I just had a weird chain of thoughts that like Richard Branson would pop out and wipe your ass while you're taking a shit in upper class.
Gross. Grody.
Like take care of business.
Blech.
Make it elite.
Blech. Nasty.
All right, let's do some mother licking Funkler nuggets.
I got a couple.
Okay.
So a couple days ago, I went to Moderne. We've never talked about Moderne on the podcast. Are you familiar with what that place is?
Modern.
I don't know if it's
and PR would pronounce
to me,
it modern.
No, to me, if you wanted me to call it modern, you wouldn't put a fucking E at the end of it.
Moderne.
I think they put it to be called Moderne.
Okay.
So I'm calling it Moderne.
Is this Reyes? Who's the restaurant people?
Nobody that is attached to anything else that I'm aware of.
Really?
They're definitely not part of that group.
Okay.
That's important to me because I am defensive of that group. That group knows what the fuck they're doing.
Sure.
I love Sparrow, which is another nugget I have. I went to Sparrow.
Where's
last time.
Moderne?
The corner of Shine and Colonial, like the Mills 50 district.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went there right after it opened, and it fucking sucked because opening bugs.
Fair.
It was just, without a doubt, it was just brand new concept.
I had never been,
yeah.
And honestly, I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I had never
forgot
been
about that
because
place,
the name, like adding an E to the word modern, it just, yeah. There's other places I can go, and I'm like, Moderne sounds fucking lame to me. But Linda had a friend who's in town, and he had his birthday party / I'm in town thing there. I went. I had. I will tell you, in all candor, their bourbon selection is subpar. But most places, bourbon selection is going to be subpar. However, I ordered a drink called Hell's Highway. It was fucking phenomenal. It was so they do the smoke shit, which honestly the drink could do without, even though I love the taste of smoke.
Under a hood?
Yeah, they do under the hood smoke, and it added complexity to it, and I know that's what they're going for, but the drink itself was fantastic. It doesn't need it. It is exactly what I'm looking for in a I like old fashions, but really there's something about a bourbon mixed drink, like a stormy whatever, dark and stormy. Like there's something about that I really like. I like the
Stormy Daniels,
the herbal part of it. That fucking drink, perfect. Hell's Highway or Hell's End or whatever it's called, fucking phenomenal drink. Then we get to the food. So we had a whole bunch of shit for the table. It's a weird, like they don't know their identity, Asian fusion type place. But the dumplings were fantastic. You ordered
typical Asian dumplings?
Huge, they're huge there, though. They're really oversized, which
Chicken,
I
pork?
thought was great. They were pork,
Oh.
the ones we got.
Fried, steamed?
We had steamed, and I think then they sear them. So they're steamed packets,
Nice.
but
That's the
then
way I like
got
it.
a crust. I love it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite way to do it, is you
Yeah.
steam it first, then
And
give
then
me the
crust
sear.
it, yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
Not too moist, not too dry.
Exactly. Just right there. Perfect.
You don't have to put red wine on it.
Nope. You don't have to spit on it.
Yeah.
Then another appetizer was their cucumbers. Honestly, though, I was happy because they're not really cucumbers. It's pickles. So,
Nice.
They can't call it pickles on the menu because nobody's going to order a bowl of pickles. I would, but they call it cucumbers. It comes out. It's clearly like they've been pickled. You're eating a bowl of pickles. Fucking fantastic. Loved it. The bartender recommended to me before, because we had a drink before and then closed out and went over to our table. The bartender recommended the mushroom bibimbap. That. And multiple people have said that's so good. It didn't do it for me. It was aight. It was okay. Linda loved it. I was like, it's okay. Their Wagyu skewers were good. little fatty. I know Wagyu is supposed to be fatty. I get it. But there's a difference between a true Wagyu fat, which is
chewy fat?
melts.
So
and
it wasn't
like
marbled. It
fat.
was fat. You mean
Correct.
like on the outside,
Correct.
almost, not in the
Yes.
in the meat.
Correct. But it was still good. I ate the whole thing and enjoyed it. I'm just, pointing out the positives and the negatives. The atmosphere is fantastic. The service staff there was attentive and nice and quick.
Timing was cool.
Timing was fucking great. And this was on a Friday night. We were a little early for a rush, I think. Our reservation was 5:45. So we didn't get a true test of like when they're slammed. But it was busy. It was full the whole time we were there. And I didn't wait for drinks, didn't wait for food. Our server seemed very attentive, was asking like personal questions and actually like being cool and into it. Overall, great experience. Like I'd recommend it again for somebody, especially for the drinks. The food was okay. It was good. But the drinks were definitely worth going there.
So what is it, like a Japanese?
They don't really know I don't think they really understand.
They're modern.
They
Modern.
are kind of just
Modern
a
Japanese.
fusion place.
Fusion.
Modern.
Yeah. But not even like Tori is also an Asian fusion type place that has their foot.
But that's more Japanese. That
in
is
the Japanese.
That's Japanese.
Yeah. Pool. But that's not like Japanese food. It's like Asian fusion. And this place is like a step below that, where they are still Asian fusion, quote unquote, but don't really. They're not all in on it.
And how's it priced?
It was not cheap. The evening was not inexpensive. Really? No. It was 5 of us. I paid, and I think our tab was $482. So,
does this have potential for like when we go to Guest House or Rogan's on a Friday for a happy hour? Does this have potential to swing by this spot for a happy hour?
I think we'd enjoy it, but you're not going to get people watching.
Got it.
It's not going to be as rad. Like Guest House, you get a lot of personalities there and shit. But Guest House is a bar. Moderne is a restaurant that has a bar, I guess you could say. Like you want to have
like
to me,
almost like a lamp and shade kind of setup, where bar restaurant.
So all right, well let me compare it to Lamp and Shade. I can tell you, Moderne is probably, if we're doing a ranking system, 2 grades above Lamp and Shade as far as aesthetics. Moderne is beautiful. Like to me, you could tell the details from what they did to the floor to what they did with the bar, the seats, the design, the walls, the lighting. It's 2 grades above Lamp and Shade. The bourbon selection at Lamp and Shade is phenomenal though. Like I put Lamp and Shade with their bourbon up with almost anybody. The only one I will always say the best bourbon selection, in my opinion, in Orlando is fucking Hangry Bison. They know their shit. Whoever's doing their buying cares. Or they just say, we'll buy all the expensive shit, and they don't know that they have this rad shit. But Hangry Bison has that crystal bottle of fucking Eagle Rare. They have Prisoner's Share High West, which is the only place I've ever seen it in my entire life. And it's one of my favorite drinks I've ever had. So Hangry Bison's in a class by itself. Lamp and Shade's right below that, though. They have the 17 Eagle Rare. They have crazy good bourbons. I mean, Sunroom's also up there with their bourbon selection's fantastic. Moderne's not that. If you're going to try and have like a really cool glass of bourbon, don't go there. But if you want mixologists who know what the fuck they're doing and are going to make you a complex, enjoyable drink, Moderne is going to be up there on that list, I think. Mm-hmm. So,
right. So I have a nuggie.
Yeah, what do you got?
I went to the Strand.
First time.
It's your first time?
First time.
Ah, dude, I'm so glad we didn't talk about it. Tell me.
That place is awesome, man.
Tell me your experience.
So, firstly, parking is a problem. I Googled it, and I then called them, and there's no valet parking. And I know that Mills people are driving. They're trying to go above the speed limit of 80 miles an hour, and it's 4 lanes. So I was like, okay, this is going to be challenging. And I did the usual thing, come down, Colonial, and then came on to Mills, and then took that little right turn before at Strand on the corner there. And I went looking for a parking.
In front of a school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went looking for a parking, went to the back, came around, no parking. Now I've got to cross over almost like 4 lanes, right?
Yep.
To go back again. And Yegs is looking the opposite side. And we were going for a 6:30 dinner on Saturday night. So, the road is busy.
Yep.
And, my luck is I spotted a parking right outside the bar that they
DBA?
had, the DBA,
Yeah.
which I didn't know existed. Did you know about the DBA?
I mean, I've talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I've heard
multiple
I've heard
times.
through friends, but that was kind of before after I bailed on.
I take offense.
You have.
So we have a podcast where we talk about places for people to go.
Yeah.
And we expect our listeners to take our recommendations. And you're saying that you never heard of a place that I've talked about on our podcast.
Yeah.
4 places for people to go multiple times.
No. But here's the thing. The reason why at that point I didn't know it's called DBA. One is because it's got a blackened kind of windows.
Yeah.
Right? And there's no signage there on the outside that calls it, that has a name. There's no name there. So all I know is that
they have the stickers that say
yeah,
DBA.
but all I know is I'm kind of dry. I saw a little gap at this blackened window, and I know it's it's basically next door to Strand.
Yeah.
So I was very happy about that. Walked into the restaurant. I mean, I like the simplicity of the design. It is
For Strand.
Okay. I like it as, it's a busy corner. You think it's going to be, rushed, but once you go in, it's got a very relaxed and very modern kind of vibe. I like that about it.
Mm-hmm.
We got a table overlooking the Mills kind of street, drive, avenue, whatever you call it. But it was good. It was a good table. To start with, the server was exceptional.
Who was it?
It was a guy.
Oh, it was a man?
Yeah.
Okay. There's
It
a
was a
woman
young
there
guy.
who has interesting glasses. She's fantastic.
So this was a young guy. I can't remember his name now, but he really did make the evening. He was knowledgeable about the menu, which I like. I care about the fact that he was able to explain it really well. He was attentive with the drinks. I wanted to start with your brother would like this. It was a hot Saturday evening.
Yes.
So I wanted to start with a glass of rosé.
Okay.
And it was fantastic. It was really good. So I didn't go with a bottle. I just said I want a glass. Yeah, and it was exceptional, really. And then my starter, my appetizer was the oysters, and I said to them,
The baked or the raw?
No, the raw.
Okay.
So, but here's the thing. I also have a thing about oysters, right? I think I've got a palate for oysters, and I like them large and juicy, right? And so when he said to me, these are small oysters, I was like, oh God, okay. So this is more for people that don't really like oysters and not used to it. So you just get that little thing. Anyways, it was so flavorful.
Yeah.
It was absolutely outstanding. So
But
even
they were
though
small.
they were small,
But
but
flavorful.
they were not like the real fish ones. The real fish ones I think are much bigger. And no, these were a little.
I'm telling you, the pro move is you go to DBA first and you get an appetizer of 6 oysters.
That's what he said. So our
Yeah.
guy said to me, "If you like those, go." And then he told me, explained to me the DBA thing, right?
Yeah.
But then I had one of my nicest ducks in Central Florida.
Yeah.
I had their duck confit, and they really know what they're doing. So there's a few things that I like. I never order a steak when I go to a restaurant because I just think that's just kind of, you can do it really well at home.
Yeah.
Right. So when I go to a restaurant, I try and get something that I normally would not be able to make at home on my own and do it well enough. So the duck confit, kind of, if they have it, not many restaurants have it. It tells me, if it's a good quality restaurant or not. They really, it was outstanding. Then the super producer told me that I have to have their dessert. He said, no, if you're going to the Strand, you got to have the dessert. So there were 2 desserts. There was the chocolate olive cake, which I would normally have gone with. But my wife doesn't like chocolate, and we were going to share a dessert. And I thought, I'm going to be trying different. So I went with a lemon cake kind of thing.
I'm glad to hear you've made it past your chocolate addiction.
I would have gone with that. I was disappointed, though. That was unfortunate because the super producer said to me, they have the best desserts. You got to go with it. If I had to rank everything I had to eat, I found the cake a little bit too dry.
Okay.
So that was my only thing. But you know what? The next time I go, though, because I had to book this probably a month in advance.
Oh yeah,
right?
you
It's
gotta
crazy
you gotta
to book it.
Strand, yeah.
The next time I go, though, I'm gonna do DBA. So the guy said to me, "You don't need to do
100%.
this. Go to DBA, and then they will call you in
Oh yeah.
to sit at the bar." So I think I'm gonna do that the next time, where I don't need to make a reservation.
Oh yeah, that's
you know.
that's the pro move, and we do it even when we have a reservation. What we do is we go. Usually our reservation's like 7, so we at 5:30 we'll go to DBA first. At 5:30, date night's usually Thursday night, so we can always sit 5:30. Walk up, we sit at the bar at DBA. The bartender like knows us. We've bullshitted about vintage watches and stuff like that because he's that kind of guy, vintage guy, and all my shit I'm always wearing is fucking vintage. Yeah, exactly. So we'll get a great drink.
So what's DBA like? Because you can't see anything; it's all dark.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Is it nice inside?
It's all vintage mid-century shit that they have everywhere. Very well designed. Like they have an old VHS or old Zenith fucking dial TV that they run 3 converters through, I'm sure, so that they can still show something on it, and a little sofa there for you to sit. But they have excellent people who make the drinks. They have an excellent menu for the drinks. Then they have a different menu than the Strand for little bites and appetizers. But what we do is Thursday nights are oyster night. So when we go on Thursday nights, we can get $1.50 oysters. We get either a half dozen or a dozen, depending on how hungry we are. We sit there, Linda and I, we just get oysters and drinks and chill until our dinner comes. Then we go over there, switch to wine, whatever the.
Could you go just to DBAs?
Yes,
I asked you that.
Absolutely. So they have a chicken. We have done that before, and I got their chicken sandwich there, which is more than fucking enough. They got they change their menu constantly at DBA. He was like, at one point, I didn't have the balls to order it, but they were like, we have this smash burger that everybody's saying is phenomenal. I was excited, but I never got to try it. They have really good focaccia bread that has, what they do is they freeze tomatoes and shred it on top.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God. It was fantastic. So yes, you could totally just do DBA if you wanted to. But I think the pro move is you do some fucking oysters because they're not really going to kill your appetite, and a couple drinks. Then you shift over to Strand for your dinner. You've now had a 3-hour night, and it's time to go home. You feel satiated, ready to crash.
Love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'll be back soon. Fantastic evening.
Nice. Good
That's
stuff,
me.
man.
All
There
right,
you go.
fucking A. That was a girthy one.
Quick as a bunny. Like to fucking party.
Yeah.
Woo.
All right, thank you for listening. Special thanks to the Wizard of Ed and the Intuitive Muse. Please hit like and subscribe. Leave comments, questions, and requests. Connect with us on social media for adventures throughout the week. See you in the promised land. Yo.